Today I become the agent of a South African Wonderkid in FL26. Meet Sander Jr., a name some of you might have heard of before. My ultimate goal for this player is to make sure he becomes the second ever African to win the Ballon d'Or. And of course I want him to fill up the cabinet with as many trophies as possible. He's been picked up by Las Palmas in the Canary Islands. As we can see, they play in the second division in Spain and is ranked 167th in the world. I really meant it when I said Wonderkid because he's only 15 years old and at the moment 71 overall rated. He's got pretty good injury resistance, but you just never know if he can stay injury free. I'm really excited to find out what rating is gonna be in like 10 years time. I'm really trying to hit 100,000 subscribers, guys, so if you are new around there, I would really appreciate if you could hit that button. The only problem he's got at the moment is that there is already a right-wing forward at Las Palmas called Sandro Ramirez, who is 77 overall rated, so it's gonna be tough to break into this starting 11. And as we can see, for the first game, he's not even been included on the bench, so who knows if he's even gonna get any playing time. Maybe he will get loaned out. Either way, I am really looking forward to finding out how many goal involvements he will retire with. Is he gonna get more assists or goals? We will have to wait and see. Make sure you watch the end because we're gonna get a cutscene with all of Junior's career highlights and stats. The Spanish Cup is about to begin. I wanna see if Junior's gonna get the chance. This is fantastic news. The manager has decided to start him. And wow, he needs to make a good impression here because if he doesn't perform well, he might go right back into the reserve. So here we go. First round. Are they gonna be able to make it any further? And no, they've been knocked out 3-1 in extra time. That is a very early exit. Sander Jr. only managed a 5 rating, which is really not that special. It is still early days, of course. We will have to be patient with him, that is for sure. Another dream would be to see Junior play for his national team, South Africa. And just imagine if he can, in the future, be playing at the World Cup or potentially winning something with his nation. The manager has decided to put Junior back in the starting 11 for the third game in the league. So let's see if he can potentially get his first goal involvements, and that is a bad loss at home. I believe he just needs a few more minutes and get used to it. Of course, at just 15 years old, he's playing with grown-ups around him. The manager has kept his faith in Sander Jr., but it's not looking good for Las Palmas. They are currently sitting 18th in the league table. Junior is a pretty skillful football player. His shooting definitely needs improvement. His passing as well is decent because he is a playmaking winger. So we'll go ahead and sort out these focus points and see what we can think about improving as fast as possible. He doesn't really rely that much on his speed, even though he's got pretty decent pace. We'll take that down to 2, and we are gonna be making the strength 4 because he needs to get more physical. These are his current in-game stats, and of course we're gonna see this improve hopefully year by year. You can already see that there is some potential, especially when it comes to speed and dribbling. The losing streak has ended for Las Palmas, and the manager is in a happy mood. So let's find out if a Junior can maybe get his first goal, and there we go! I think it's his first victory at least for Las Palmas. Let's find out his performance, and I mean his average rating is a little bit better, but still no output. Kylian Mbappe has won the Ballon d'Or. That is not really a big surprise. That is the ultimate goal for me that the Sander Jr. completes. Of course, I want to help him try to make smart transfers and eventually become the Ballon d'Or winner. But an agent's job is to keep him humble and make sure he only has to focus on the football. After a few games of being left out, Junior is back in the starting 11. But now I think it is time that we see some output, maybe a goal or an assist. Oh my days, that is a poor result. At least some good news is that we have our first rating increase, even though he's only played 6 matches. As we can see, he's now climbed up to a 72. We've got a massive opportunity right now because Las Palmas are facing Burgos at home, who is pretty far down in the table. Junior has been included in the starting 11, but what just happened? The fact that there's such an inconsistent team might be a reason they are not gonna get promoted this season. This is interesting. The opening day of the transfer window, Las Palmas have offered to extend the contract with Sander. Clearly, they are seeing that there is some potential with this kid, and I was honestly expecting offers to get loaned out, but this is a very nice commitment by the manager. It goes until 2028, and in my opinion, there is a very easy choice. He will be staying at the club. Junior is about to play his first match of 2026. Let's find out if he can get his first goal or assist in professional football. I believe he can do it. All right, Las Palmas get a 1-1 result. But what about Junior? I'm actually going to sacrifice the stamina a little bit to focus more on the shooting because, yeah, he is really struggling with that. Let's see if those changes are gonna have some immediate effects. Las Palmas is playing at home against Almeria, and Junior is starting the match. As we can see, that is a dreadful result. But Junior has his first professional goal. This is pretty giant news because Junior has been included in his first national squad. That is just fantastic. We are coming towards the end of the season. As it stands, Las Palmas is currently 5th. Still got a chance though of getting automatic promotion to La Liga, but we need some more wins. There we go. 1-0 against Malaga is really strong, to be honest. And what happened? Junior has managed to get himself his second career goal. Las Palmas has done it. Look at this. Junior is in the dressing room because they have finished on 79 points, 6 clear of Zaragoza, which means they have been automatically promoted and actually won the title as well. That means we have the first official trophy added to Sander Junior's cabinet. The La Liga 2 Team of the Season has been announced. Let's see if we've got some Las Palmas players in here. Of course, I do not expect the Junior to be anywhere near this 11, but as we can see, 4 players, which is totally deserved. We're now 164th ranked in the world, and I think next season when we are in La Liga, we hopefully can enter the top 150. But here we go, guys. This is going to be special. Zaragoza, Albacete has also been promoted, and as we can see, this is where things get serious. Junior has been offered a chance to change his kit number, and honestly, I don't think the 40 is that bad, to be honest, but there is one that is available, and that is 21. I think that sounds cool, especially now that we are in the Liga, so we'll choose that one. Real Madrid, Barcelona, we've got Atletico. How on earth are Las Palmas going to survive? The national team rankings have also been updated. As we can see, Brazil is currently at the top and South Africa is 82nd. So hopefully by the end of a Junior's career, he's made them be a little bit higher up. The La Liga gets officially underway, but as we can see, Sander Jr. is absent from the team. So honestly, this could be a really tough season where he's gonna get very limited minutes. The second league game is coming up, and once again, not even on the bench. So as an agent, I've got to start thinking about potentially having to contact other clubs. Even though he's not played a single minute yet this season, he is putting in the work. And as we can see, now that he is in La Liga, his rating has increased as well by 2+ up to a 75. It seems like Junior might have a new role at the national team because he is going to be starting as an attacking midfielder of course, he's able to do a job there because he is a creative player. Last season, Junior did indeed get a chance in the Spanish Cup. And he is going to be starting this one at home to Real Oviedo, which is huge. Of course, it's not going to be his La Liga debut, but if he can make a good impression in this one, he might be included for the next league game. And unfortunately, they lose it in extra time. So, yeah, that is two very disappointing cup runs he's been involved in. Anyway, he finally got his first match of the season with an average rating of 5.3. Up next is none other than Real Madrid. The coach has done a madness because he has called up Sander Jr. to start in this one. I mean, that is a lot of pressure for a 16-year-old to go to the Bernabeu. Las Palmas is sitting in a pretty healthy position at the moment, but Real Madrid is, of course, even better. So let's see then if he is going to be doing something in his first La Liga game. And they just lose it 1-0. That's unlucky. Congratulations to Haaland for winning the Ballon d'Or. Las Palmas have now gone 8 games without a victory. Sander Jr. has only had 6 appearances and, of course, no goal involvements. He's now turned 17 years old as well, so I think at this level is just a little bit too high for him as it stands. And now that the January transfer window has opened, I have identified a potential move, and that is to Denmark and Midtjylland. When we look at their team, you can see that they don't really have a real good right wing forward. I mean, other than this guy, as we can see, there is nobody. So this would be a great team. They've got some fantastic players. They are fighting for the title in Denmark. I will do my best to make sure this move goes through. Am I the best agent in the world or what? The transfer to Midtjylland will be confirmed. Yes, unfortunately, it didn't really work out for Junior in Spain. Hopefully, he can find more success in Denmark. And I really do feel like this is the perfect country to also join when it comes to developing young talent. So let's see if he really can make an impact on this league. They definitely paid a pretty nice fee there of 25 million pounds. I think Las Palmas are certainly smiling about that. They are currently sitting 8th in the Danish league table. And when it comes to the cup as well, are they still in it? And okay, the final will be played soon and we will not be there. Let's get into it then. Junior has been named on the bench for this game, but he's obviously just joined the club, so I'm not expecting him to be fully in the starting 11, maybe until a few matches has been played. Unfortunately, they only get a draw though, so they absolutely have to improve because, of course, Midtjylland is a team fighting for the title, and of course, European football, that would be a big thing for Junior to be involved in as well, get so much experience playing in the Europa League or maybe even the Champions League, and that is a big victory. Leicester City have bought Rio from Liverpool. That is, of course, another really promising young talent. Junior is about to get his debut for his new club, Midtjylland. So now it is time to make an instant impact and make sure that he is starting every single match going forward. So they do get a 1-0 victory. They have remained in 4th spot and unfortunately no GA. Things work a little bit differently here in Denmark because after halfway through the season basically, the league gets divided into 2 groups. The one, of course, fighting for the title and the ones in relegation battles. As we can see, Midtjylland is currently 4th, and we are going to be playing against the other best 5 teams in the country. The manager of the club, Thomas, have come out saying, "I'd like to apologize to all of the fans." Wow, it is not looking good right now if Midtjylland wants to get a good placement and European football. So let's see if Sander can help them in the next game, and They have at least won against the Brøndby. The question is, was there any GA? And no, still in his first 5 appearances, there's been no output. At least some positive news is that he's been able to get his first official goal for the national team. That is a big moment. The league title is now officially out of reach, which means that the Junior is not going to be adding another trophy to his cabinet for this season, but there are still things to fight for. We could be getting at least the Europa League football or a qualification to it if we can go on a good streak now. We get a 4-0 victory against the Aarhus. We're now sitting on 49 points, and Junior got himself 2 goals in that game. This could be the start of something special. Midtjylland end the season with getting ranked as the 150th best club in the world. What happened then to Las Palmas? Oh no, it seems like they've gone lower in the rankings. So perhaps they've actually gotten relegated from the first division. Let's see where they ended up. And yes, 18 spots, which means they are back down to La Liga 2. The development chart has kind of flattened out a bit. It's not that steep. Of course, if he wants to make that better, he needs to start adding more goals to his name. Let's hope that the 3rd season will be the best one yet. This is pretty incredible. This season, Sander Jr. is going to be playing the AFCON for South Africa. Of course, winning it is literally the biggest dream ever. Junior says, this team is big part of my identity. I can't imagine ever turning my back on it. That is pretty strong comments, I've got to say. The first game of the season is coming up, and no surprises that Junior is starting it. So it's going to be at home to Brøndby, who we know are a very, very good team. And Midtjylland has started with a terrible loss. This is really cool because we actually managed to qualify for the Europa League by getting 4th spot. So let's have a look then at the group stages. We will be facing some big teams. This is gonna get Junior a lot of experience if he's given the chance to play. Vinicius Junior has finally won his Ballon d'Or. At the moment, it seems almost impossible that the Junior could potentially win this one someday. Let's be honest here. We are about to play the last group stage game in the Europa League against Moscow. And as it stands, we are currently sat 3rd on 6 points. Braga is above us by 1, but they're gonna play against Lille. We need to have quite a bit of luck in this one if we want to make it through to the knockout stage. So let's find out if Midtjylland can do it. And look at that! They've got the 1-0 victory, and Sporting has drawn with Lille. Are you kidding me? We are actually going to be in the knockout stage. This is for sure one of the biggest games of our season. Sander Jr. has been named on the bench, unfortunately. And as we can see, Midtjylland have brought in 2 new players already in this January transfer window. So let's find out if we can make it to the final of the cup. And look at that, 3-1 victory in extra time. We might be getting another trophy here. The season is coming towards the end. We've got 1 more game to play, and it is a big one. Let's just have a quick look at what happened in the other competitions like the Europa League. And in the final, there is no signs of Midtjylland because we did get knocked out in the quarterfinals to Juventus after actually making it to the round of 16 by knocking out Atalanta over 2 legs, which was pretty impressive. As you can see towards the right, we ended up in the lower part of the league table and didn't get that far away from relegation, which is pretty bad. But here we go. This is a chance to make this season a pretty successful one either way. And unfortunately, Sander Jr. is gonna have to keep waiting for his 2nd career trophy. Even though it's been improvements this season with an average rating of 6, also getting 8 goal involvements in total, I cannot really say it's been like a breakthrough. There is clearly still a lot of work to be done. Junior's 4th season in professional football begins now. This will be the first international tournament he's ever been a part of. There's some fantastic teams in here. Nigeria, Senegal, of course, have won this one before. So who knows if South Africa can make it all the way. But it begins now. And of course, Junior will be starting as an attacking midfielder. Unfortunately, we have lost to Burkina Faso, which means we have been knocked out in the first game. That is a tough one to take for all the South Africans. But I believe that one day Junior is going to help them become champions, but we're still a few years away from that happening, I think. Anyways, guys, now that we have completed the first 3 seasons of Sander Jr.'s career, we are going to be speeding things up a bit. So I will only show you the most important events that happen throughout the seasons, guys. Or else I think this video would be way too long. Even though Michelin is not going to be having any European football this season, I want him to stay here in Denmark and keep growing as a football player. I've got a feeling that this could become his breakthrough season, guys. And look at that. They've started with a 4-2 victory against the Aarhus. He's already got an assist as well, and he's just reached that special 80 overall mark. William Saliba has won the Ballon d'Or. And to be honest with you, it's kind of cool to see a defender win it for once. We are at the halfway stage of the season, and Michelin has come in with a contract offer extension, and that is a pretty big increase, especially in wages. But you know what? I'm not gonna be accepting it, because I think this summer Junior might have to move to a different club, because he is absolutely performing fantastically. 8 goals, 4 assists in 10 appearances for the club this season. He's now 19 years old. Michelin is top of the table, so if he can win a league title, potentially the cup as well, I think it could be time for him to take the next step. Sander Jr. is down to his last 2 games with Michelin. First of all, this one in the league, and then the Danish Cup final. So what a campaign it has been. He's got 19 appearances, 11 goals, and 6 assists with an average rating of 6.3. If they can avoid losing this one by a few goals, it will indeed be confirmed. And there we have it. A draw is enough. The team of the season has been announced as well, and I wouldn't be surprised to see Junior in here. And as you can see, he has made the 11. The celebrations have begun in the dressing room, but we cannot do it too much because we need to stay focused on the next game as well. Let's do the Danish double and 3-1 against Aarhus. This has been the perfect season. We only have to focus on these 2 competitions, and it could not have worked out any better. I think it is time we have a look at the updated trophy cabinet. The only disappointment this season has been the fact that South Africa haven't been able to get the results, and because of that, they haven't qualified for the 2030 World Cup, which is, of course, extremely disappointing. Every football player dreams of playing this competition. This is funny. There's some rumors going around saying that Junior could be going to Inter Miami, and as his agent, I'm just gonna say that I'm aiming way bigger than that. He's taken some really big steps this season. He's now an 82 overall rated player, and hopefully he is not slowing down. The transfer window has opened, and you already know what that means. I am looking for the next club, and what better one than to keep developing your career than Borussia Dortmund. Let's have a look at their starting 11. As you can see, really young talent right here. Left winger 81 rated, center forward 83. But when it comes to the right wing forward, there definitely could be some more depth. So in my mind, this is literally the perfect club. You're going to be able to compete with Bayern Munich as well, Leverkusen, and also compete in European competition. So we'll go ahead and send our requests. This would be a big move for Junior. I've got a really good feeling about this one. Inter Miami wants to buy you from the club. We're not really at that stage of our career. Borussia Dortmund is absolutely on board with this transfer. So we are gonna be making the move. Of course, even had an option to extend the contract, but after that season in Denmark, it is difficult to still hold on to the player. Let's wish Sander Jr. the best of luck in Germany. Hopefully, it's going to be a very successful time for him. Just have a look at all the competitions he will be involved in for this season. Of course, he needs to qualify for the UCL, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be able to get through there. And then, obviously, the league is important, the German Cup, and we have the Super Cup final, which is happening right now against, of course, the big rivals, Bayern Munich. And I mean, look at all of the players Dortmund are signing. They are showing a great ambition. Junior is going straight in as well to the starting 11. So let's see if they can beat Bayern. And look at that, 4-3 in extra time. What a result. Junior with 2 goals on his Dortmund debut. What is happening? Once again, we can update the trophy cabinet. I am proud of us, says Junior. He's absolutely delighted. I want us to win lots more trophies now and build a legacy we can be proud of. So honestly, this is looking very promising. I'm excited to find out where he's at when we get to the end of the season. This league table is absolutely amazing. There was a race between Dortmund, Bayern and Leipzig, but we've actually done it. Sander Jr. has become champions of Germany in his very first season. He's now an 85 overall rated player, but considering the really strong start he had, is an average rating of 6.1, maybe a little bit underwhelming. I should also mention that Haaland won his second Ballon d'Or. What about the other competitions? Of course, we were in 4 in total, so we've already know that we've got 2 trophies. The Champions League, we reached the knockouts, and wow, Atalanta against the Barca. We are nowhere to be seen in the semis or the quarters, but the first knockout round, they actually lost to Brighton over 2 legs, which is pretty surprising. But the German Cup, have they been able to do the double? And no, this one Bayern Munich unfortunately takes. Something else I've also been really happy with this season is that South Africa has actually made Junior their new center forward. So he's been getting himself a few goals, and hopefully they'll be able to qualify for the next World Cup when that comes around. The question is, will Dortmund be able to have an even better season than what they just did? I guess we will have to wait and see. Are you kidding me? Junior has won his first Ballon d'Or. That came sooner than expected. This is the greatest honor. When I look at the list of players who have won the prize, it makes me realize what an honor it is. This was one of the things I wanted to achieve with Sander Jr. and we've already done it. I'm not sure what's happening at the moment. The Junior has not been included for these last, 4 games. He hasn't started now. I have a feeling he might have fallen out with the manager, because even though last season he put up a Ballon d'Or numbers, this year he's only played 18 matches, and in the league it's already been like, over 25 or something. So it's looking likely he's gonna have to make a transfer in the summer. Junior has got 1 game left in the Bundesliga against Mainz at home. He's been included in the starting 11 because, as you can see right there, if we win it, that means that, yes, we are gonna becoming champions again, back-to-back seasons. And even though he's also been left out, quite a lot recently as well, the manager has got no choice. I don't know what's happened between them. Clearly, things are not working right. But, oh my days. Even though he plays his strongest 11, we lose the title to Bayern on the very last match day. What about the other competitions? Let's look at the Champions League. Liverpool against the PSG in the final. Leverkusen made it to the semis. And as we can see, we had a very disappointing run. We are nowhere to be seen, guys. We didn't make it out of the groups. Perhaps we have won the German Cup, which we lost out on last season. And Leverkusen, wow, they've had a great campaign, guys. The DFL Super Cup is not the biggest trophy, of course, but we managed to beat Bayern Munich on penalties, so at least that is something, but it's been a very underwhelming season. I've got quite a lot to think about right now. My plan was that Junior stayed at Dortmund for the next 3 to 4 seasons, but it's clearly not worked out. Manager still not convinced by player. What am I reading? He won the Ballon d'Or. What more is there to be convinced about? Honestly, unbelievable what has happened. We are gonna have to think about this because, of course, Junior is not gonna be cheap. He won the Ballon d'Or. He is extremely high rated. PSG is one of the clubs which could afford him. As we can see, they have Ibrahim out here on the right, Desiree Doué as well, but obviously Junior is even higher rated, so that could be a possibility. Another one is to go to the Premier League with Chelsea or Manchester City. They have definitely got the money, but this is a very, I guess, washed looking 11, so no chance we will be joining them. How about Chelsea? They've definitely got the money. And look at this. Cole Palmer, Washington up front. Perhaps Chelsea would be the club to join. They've also got loads of fantastic players on the bench as well. This was a difficult one to make happen because for the first couple of attempts, talks actually stalled completely. But then on the third one, Chelsea came in with an offer. So it is time for us to move to the Premier League. How exciting is that going to be? Even though I wanted Junior to stay at Dortmund for a few more seasons. Sometimes in football, guys, it simply doesn't work out the way you thought it would. So this is going to be totally different. But I know that he is ready for this new challenge. New beginnings at Chelsea Football Club. I've got a big question mark, and that is how much did they end up paying in the end? 257 million pounds. That makes him by far the most expensive African football player of all time. And I think that record also beats Neymar to PSG. This is by far the biggest challenge of his career so far because it is the Premier League, guys, the hardest one in the world. The competition is insane. You've got Arsenal, United, City, Liverpool, of course Chelsea as well, and there is going to be other competitions too. So this is just exciting. You know, I'm hoping for trophies and perhaps another Ballon d'Or chase, but Junior as well really is progressing nicely for the national team. He's now 89 rated, so this has got to be his prime years. The second Ballon d'Or has been won at the age of just 21 years old. We've got to have a real conversation right now because does he actually have the chance to beat Messi's record of 8? Safe to say that Junior has lived up to the expectations. He gets the golden boot in the Premier League with 24 goals in his debut this season. Let's have a look then at where he ended up in the competitions for the Champions League. The final is between PSG and Real Madrid because they knocked out Chelsea over 2 legs. Very close there to making it to the final. The FA Cup. Hopefully, we've done better in this cup competition, and no, we've been knocked out here as well, unfortunately, in the semi-finals. Manchester United have picked up the trophy, but it is not the end of the world because Chelsea has absolutely swept the Premier League, guys. 84 points, only 4 losses, which means that the Junior has won his first Premier League title. But when you do cost the 250 million, you gotta make sure to perform, and I feel like he has done that. 28 appearances, 28 goals, 8 assists. He also struggled a bit with injuries this season, but thankfully it's not too bad because his development is looking fantastic. And something interesting as well, Chelsea have also converted Junior, like South Africa, to a center forward. This is definitely one of the most unexpected things we have seen so far in the series, because PSG has come in with an offer after just a year at Chelsea. £563,000 a week. This is just crazy. Honestly, what a debut season. Could not have been much better. South Africa has made it to the final of the African Cup of Nations. Junior says we've got no fear. This might be the most difficult game we've ever faced, but we're not scared. This is, the biggest game of our career so far. The chance to win a trophy, win the nation. This one we are going to be playing, guys. And to be honest with you, I feel very nervous. I don't want him to lose this. The final is being played at the Cicero Stadium in Eritrea. And even though it doesn't have the biggest capacity, you gotta absolutely love it. I prefer places like this than any modern stadium every day of the week. Remember, Junior is playing as a center forward, even though he is a natural right winger. So you know what, it's been very interesting to see how both the national team and club have ended up converting Junior to a striker. Oh no, the ball falls into a perfect position. Ghana take the lead in the final. Thankfully, we still have a long time left to play, but this is the worst imaginable start. We didn't want this at all. Oh, big mistake from Ghana, and Santa Junior scores the Trivela shot. What a moment. It didn't take long for the equalizer, but what on earth are Ghana doing in defense? You cannot give the ball to Santa Junior in that position. Oh no, here is Ghana again on the turn. Let's just hold on, guys, to at least half time. Junior wins that header. Let's see if he can make a run in behind. That is a fantastic ball. And can we find our teammate? Oh my days! He's missed an open goal. You cannot do that much better than what we saw from Junior. He's gotta score it. I can hear the South Africans in the stands with the Vuvuzelas. We have to win this trophy for them. What a final this has been so far. Junior with the pass. Come on, get back up. South Africa are looking good on this attack. Yes, Junior receives it, and unlucky. That is a fantastic turn. Come on, South Africa. Yes, what an attack, and that is 2-1, and potentially the trophy confirmed. That's one of the best attacks I've seen. South Africa are playing beautiful, attractive football. That deserves a like on the video, I think. From 1-0 down in the first half, things didn't look the best, but what a turnaround it's been. Junior with 2 of the goals. It is not over though. The keeper goes really long with that ball. Junior has taken it down. Under pressure as well. Come on. Oh, wow. Ghana are, not gonna make it through. Wow. Junior now is maybe one-on-one against the keeper. Yes. Still going with it. And he saved it. That would have been the hat-trick in the final. But now we win that ball back, and South Africa are champions of Africa. Even 2 Ballon d'Ors cannot compare with this. That is the biggest moment of Junior's career. Unbelievable. Congratulations as well to Kenya, who gets the 3rd place and the bronze medal. They've just been ranked the 50th best nation in the world. So, that is a lot of progress from where we started. This has got the potential of becoming an all-timer season. Imagine if we could add Champions League, another Prem, maybe the Cup as well, Community Shield. Junior is sweeping up all of the individual trophies. He's gone ahead and done it again. A hat-trick of Ballon d'Ors. Chelsea FC have fallen down in the club ranking update. Yes, unfortunately, the season hasn't been a success. In the league, we finished second behind the Arsenal, and in the other competitions, like for example, the Champions League, where we ended up in the semi-final last year, we got knocked out once again to another Spanish team right before the final. So, what about the FA Cup? Have we at least won one trophy? And no, guys, it doesn't seem like Chelsea is that good of a cup team. We are just not able to make it all the way. At least we got the victory in the Community Shield, but that trophy, I'm not even sure if it counts. Anyway, we'll add it to the cabinet, guys, and it's getting pretty stacked right now. On a personal note, though, Junior had a fantastic campaign. 31 appearances with 38 goals and 10 assists. That is ridiculous. That's by far his best individual season just yet. And as we can see from the projections, he's now a 93. And could he become a 95, guys, by the time he reaches 26 years old? That is what it says could happen. But if he can stay injury-free and keep at this incredible form, I'm sure it is possible. South Africa is also fighting to get a place in the next World Cup. So I believe we can do it, guys. But yeah, in this third season, we've got to at least win the Premier League and one of the cups. South Africa has done it on the final match day. We have indeed qualified for the 2034 World Cup. This might be the first and last time we're gonna be playing this. So it's a dream for every single football player, of course. And imagine if South Africa can surprise a few people. We are about to find out if Junior has won his fourth Ballon d'Or trophy. Let's progress and find out now that we are at the end of November. Okay, it's not been announced just yet. Junior is starting in the next game for Chelsea, and they have beat Norwich. 4 goals and 5 assists in his first 10 appearances season. But here we go. Sander Junior is writing more history. This is crazy. I think he's actually going to do it. He's now won it 4 times in a row, and it doesn't seem like anybody can stop him. The January transfer window has just opened, and Junior has actually got the opportunity right here to extend his contract with Chelsea. And at the moment, I'm not totally sure if I'm going to do it, because even though it is £688,000 a week, the most ridiculous contract ever, Chelsea haven't been able to really get over the line in the cup competition. So it all depends to see how this season goes. Chelsea have done it. We are about to play a European final, but not the Champions League, because we got knocked out in the group stage. That is very embarrassing to say, but yeah, we at least got to play the knockouts in the Europa League. And yes, we have made it to the last game, and we are about to face Bayern Munich. As his agent, I already know that this is going to be his last game for Chelsea. We will not be extending that contract, because we need to be getting that Champions League trophy, and I don't think that's gonna happen at this club. But anyway, let's try to end things off on a good one with a Europa League trophy, sort of like Hazard did back in the day. Even though it is cool to be in a, you know, cup final for once, the Europa League is not where we want to be, especially at this stage when we are winning Ballon d'Ors and these kinds of things. The fact that the Bayern is also here, though, is a little bit funny. Probably means that they also have, you know, declined a bit over the last few seasons, maybe. It's something about it, guys. You might be a good team in the league, but when it comes to cups, it's totally different. Oh, Estevao have stolen it, but we cannot take advantage of that. So it's been a pretty boring first half. The whole team is looking tired. Of course, it's been a long season. Junior with some nice footwork. He sends through Garnacho. Oh no, here is Bayern Munich on the turn. They're putting on the pressure now. This is great football, and once again, our keeper saves us. Oh, big mistake from the Bayern defense. Here goes Junior, round the keeper, but he cannot shoot it. We've got a corner kick, and Junior is going to be taking it. Anybody in there? No way. That is a giant chance. We are heading into extra time. Unfortunately, Junior has been subbed out. He really was fighting there at the end to still have a little bit left in the tank. But oh, look at this, Chelsea. What a chance. I'm really disappointed with the fact that Junior could not get a farewell goal at Chelsea. Oh no, look at this from Bayern. Beautiful football. And how have they missed it? We are lucky right now not to be a goal down here. But all of a sudden, it is Chelsea. We've got options. Oh my days, how are we messing this up? It is such an open game right now. Come on. That falls to one of our players. Hit it. No way. You know, these two teams do have a bit of a history before of facing in finals. Of course, they met in 2012 for the Champions League, where Drogba got that headed goal. Oh, we've stolen the ball, and we play it to the left side. Here is Tyreek George, and he's done it! In the 118th minute, he's won the Europa League for Chelsea. You couldn't get much more of a clutch moment. Why are the finals between these two teams always like this? We have won loads of trophies during Junior's time at Chelsea, but it is going to be a new chapter coming up. And as an agent, I'm still thinking about where is the next destination going to be. Are you actually kidding me right now? Chelsea have just won the Premier League on goal difference. Look at this, Arsenal got 71 points there. We actually drew the last game with Bournemouth, but nah, that is insane. So we sign off with 2 trophies right there. The team of the season has been announced. Of course, Sander Jr. is there. He's had over 20 goals and 20 assists for the first time in his career. So you know what? I think that is going to be another Ballon d'Or, to be honest with you. But things is not completely done just yet, because this summer we will indeed be at the World Cup with South Africa. I am looking forward to seeing how far we can reach. Look at his stats, by the way, for Chelsea. 97 matches played, 95 goals, and 40 assists as well. This is insane. So, of course, as I mentioned already, I would like to see him join a team that is going to be fighting for the Champions League. And over these last seasons, we have seen that there is one club in particular which has been there every single time, basically. And that is indeed FC Barcelona. They've currently got Lamine Yamal on the right wing, so of course Junior would be playing as a striker. Robert Lewandowski, this is his region, but of course Junior is higher rated than that. They've got a solid midfield of Spanish talents. Their defense looks really good as well, so this is our best chance of lifting that big trophy, guys. And we'll see if Barcelona has got the money. The World Cup gets underway, and we've got a pretty tough group, to be honest. Sweden, Spain, and Colombia. That's unbelievable. Out of all of the groups, that might actually be the toughest one. So it's gonna be a miracle to even make it out of the group stages. But let's see if Junior is able to help South Africa here. And unfortunately, we have lost 3-1 to Colombia. And already, guys, it is not looking good. We pretty much have to win both of our next 2 games if we want to reach the knockouts. And now I think we will also get a response from Barcelona. And yes, they are interested in signing Sander Jr. 815,000 pounds a week. They have been out of depth for a long time. This is going to be pretty amazing. I cannot wait until we are back from the World Cup to start off with Barcelona. But right now, we still have some matches to focus on. Spain is going to be extremely tough, of course. They might have the best 11 at this World Cup, but we have managed a draw. That is good. The only problem is that, yeah, they've got 4 points, Colombia with 6. So we need to beat Sweden in this last game and hope that the Spain lose to Colombia. We need a few goals as well, and if we can do that, guys, we're in the knockouts. Sander Jr., I am asking for a once-in-a-lifetime kind of performance. We've got 1% chance, 99% faith, and look at that! 3-0 against Sweden. Colombia have done the job as well, which means we are actually into the knockouts on the goal difference. I cannot believe this. South Africa has already surprised the whole world. They thought we would get the last spot in this group, no questions about it. But here we are, guys. And now it's going to be against Poland. Can we make it any further? And oh, what just happened there? Either way, I am really proud of South Africa. We literally made it further than Spain. And what a tournament this was. Denmark won the whole thing. The season with Barcelona then is about to begin. Of course, we have been in this country before with Las Palmas, where the whole career started for Sander Jr. Hopefully, we can become champions. Same thing goes for the Copa del Rey as well. But what I really want to win this season is the one trophy we are missing, guys. And that is indeed the Champions League. Unfortunately, Junior have still not made it to a final. Once again, he fell short in the semi-finals, this time to Inter Milan. This is starting to get quite painful. In the Copa del Rey, we can see that, yeah, Barca got knocked out pretty early. And to make things even worse, our streak of winning Ballon d'Ors is actually over. We ended up in the second place for voting, and I think a big reason for that is because we ended up in the Europa League, even though we won it. I just had to check how high this player was rated, and man, 93 overall. He might have deserved it. At least we managed to dominate the league, and we wrapped up the title already in April. But honestly, I am starting to get worried he might have a Champions League curse. Surely, Junior has to win it at some point. We have reclaimed what is ours. That is Ballon d'Or number 5 for Sander Jr. Last year's winner ended up in second place, so this is like the new Messi and Ronaldo rivalry. Somehow, though, we have ended up in the Europa League final again. But it is not just against any kind of opponent. This is the El Clasico. Maybe the Europa League has become a bigger trophy to win than the actual Champions League. I don't think so. But we are also going to be playing the Copa del Rey, guys. And actually, earlier in the season, we won the Spanish Super Cup. So we might be able to break a record of amounts of trophies won in a season for Sander Jr. The title is pretty much confirmed. Let's get into this game here, and a 1-0 victory is enough to get the 3 points. He's now a 96 rated, by the way, and is it going to be possible to reach that 97? I think that could be the absolute max potential, but he is 26 years old, so hopefully, guys, he will reach it before he eventually starts declining. But here we go. First cup final to play this season. Copa del Rey. We are still yet to win this trophy, so it would be fantastic to add it to the cabinet. Barcelona have actually played a junior as a right winger this season as well, which is pretty interesting. And there we go, 2-0 victory. That is absolutely incredible. What a cup run it was. And we've now got the chance to make this even sweeter by beating the biggest rivals, guys, in a final. This hasn't really happened very often in the European competitions that they are meeting. Of course, Junior is going to be starting the game out on that right wing forward. Come on, please get the job done. And yes, 1-0. Wow, this is actually turning into the best season of Junior's career. He's actually won 4 trophies if you include that the Super Cup. The only way to really make it better is to obviously win the Champions League as well. But no complaints, guys. Team of the season has been announced. Sander Jr. is there, and I honestly think he's gonna win his 6th Ballon d'Or. We've gotta go all out for the UCL now. That's the one missing piece. South Africa has gone back-to-back in the African Cup of Nations. They beat Mali 3-0 in the final, and Junior just keeps writing more history. He's also now surpassed 52 goals for his nation, and look at that overall rating. I think he's reached his maximum potential. South Africa is now the 23rd highest ranked national team in the world. When we started, they were in the late 80s, so this is just fantastic. It was also one of the objectives we wanted to achieve with Sander Jr. It's already been a great start to the season, but we've got the chance to make it even better because we have the Super Cup final coming up, and we are still yet to win this trophy in our career. So, are you kidding me? Valencia beat us on penalties. We have just become the agent of the player with the 2nd most Ballon d'Ors in football history. Just have a look at this for a second. How beautiful is this collection? We managed to get a proper revenge against Valencia. Now we knocked them out in the semifinals to reach the very last game, guys, against Anderlecht. This will be maybe our only chance to win this competition. It's the 3rd time lucky with Barcelona as well. So let's see, guys, if we are finally going to add this last missing trophy to the cabinet. In the league, we actually finished the 3rd. Getafe won the whole thing, so congratulations to them. I did say at the beginning of the season, I hope that they only focus on the UCL, and it seems like that has been the case. But they managed to get themselves another trophy in the Copa del Rey, which is very nice to see. The Super Copa ended with a victory as well on penalty shootouts, even though it's not the biggest trophy in the world. Sander Jr. has got a crazy campaign going on right now. 50 goals for the season, 13 assists as a right winger forward. This is unbelievable stats. And yeah, as we can see, he's actually opened up the possibility of potentially becoming a 98, maybe even a 99 player. I honestly didn't think that was possible. The biggest game of our club career is gonna be played at Wembley Stadium. Couldn't really ask for a much more iconic venue than that. And honestly, we are about to see prime Sander Jr. right there. He is 97 overall rated and by far the best player in the world. There is the ball in behind, and what a touch from Junior. Showing great strength as well. Rabona cross. Ah, this guy is insane. That's nice from Anderlecht. And what a ball. They're through on goal here. Might get a big chance. It falls in a good position, and no way. It deflects off Kubarsi, and we go 1-0 down. If you underestimated Anderlecht, yeah, you will see that this game is not going to be easy. This is absolutely insane. We are 45 minutes away from losing the Champions League final. This is good football from Anderlecht, and they've almost made it 2-0. Junior with a good header. Look at how many we've got moving forward here for Barcelona. Yes, that is a good touch. Come on, needs to make the right decisions here. He's gone for the pass. And what a save. I don't believe it. Junior should have just hit it himself. Come on, you've got to go ahead and get the equalizer here. No way. I'm starting to think he's not meant to win this competition. No way. Anderlecht, our 3-1 goal, and they've hit the post. This is one of the maddest finals I've ever seen. Oh, this is good. There's the pass. He gets it back. Junior hits it, and it's deflected out. Come on, where does that ball end up? Yes. Barcelona will have one final opportunity. Oh, no. That's it. I had a bad feeling from the start of the game, man. Ah, look at Junior. He's in tears. This is very sad to see. As an agent, I don't know really what the future is looking like right now, because he's been at Barcelona for 3 seasons and not been able to win the biggest trophy. Is this generational talent really going to retire with 0 UCLs? Sander Jr. made the following comments at a press conference. This team is a big part of my identity. I can't imagine ever turning my back on it. So I've had a conversation with him and just decided that, you know what, he's actually going to be playing the rest of his career at Barcelona. There really isn't any other teams which I feel like is better, and the only thing he's missing is that Champions League. So he's got a few more years left to try and add that trophy to his collection, but it's now 97 overall. He's played 3 seasons, and yeah, guys, it's not a bad place to retire at, that's for sure. That right there was Sander Jr.'s very last touch in football. And you might be wondering, why are we in China playing for Shanghai instead of Barcelona? Well, I'm about to explain how everything happened in these last years. On this game, you get a cutscene when your career has ended. So now we are about to see all of the achievements and, you know, goals, clubs, all of Junior's career in one goal. So, first of all, we've got the club teams. Everything started at Las Palmas. We were there for almost 2 years. 25 appearances, 2 goals, no assists, of course. We did struggle a bit. It was a tough level. We managed to get promoted to La Liga, which was nice. But after that, we moved to Denmark and Midtjylland, where we stayed for basically 2 seasons. 51 appearances, 19 goals and 8 assists. We won the league and the cup, which is fantastic. Then the journey went over to Germany and Dortmund, where we stayed for 2 years. 53 appearances, 19 goals, 7 assists. We won a couple of trophies as well, and I was expecting him to stay there for longer, but the manager stopped playing him. So then he did indeed join Chelsea, where he stayed for 3 seasons. Almost more goals than appearances, 40 assists as well. And just look at the trophies he won, guys. Absolutely incredible time there in England. After that, he went to Barcelona, back to Spain, and he stayed at the club for, yeah, 9 years. The stats are unbelievable. The amounts of trophies. In the end, he managed to win that the Champions League as well. Only 1 time, but he got it after, yeah, quite a long time of failures. He wanted to return to Las Palmas, where everything started. He actually helped them get back up to the first division because they were in La Liga 2. So that was really nice to see, and unfortunately, they didn't want to extend the contract. I don't think they could afford it. So for the last year, he actually played here in China. So overall match records, 824 appearances in football, 599 goals, only one away there from 600, which is a bit frustrating. 185 assists, and that is just for club level, because we've obviously got the national team as well, where, he managed to do incredible things with South Africa. 240 appearances in total, 109 goals, 32 assists, and of course, he won the AFCON twice. So now then, we have the individual awards. Europe Best Player. Then, obviously, the Ballon d'Or as well. How many times did he win these? I think he actually ended up on 8. So, unfortunately, he was not able to break the record for Messi. And then, in the year 2047, retired from professional football. So, in total, he's got 1,064 appearances, 708 goals, and 217 assists. I really want to know what you guys think about the Sander Jr.'s career. Did he end up fulfilling his potential? Because, of course, at one point, he actually got to 98 rated. Obviously, now he has declined because he's 37 years old and obviously 8 Ballon d'Ors. But I think he should be very happy with the fact that he played during a time where Messi and Ronaldo didn't. If he played maybe 10 years earlier, it wouldn't be that many Ballon d'Ors. But yeah, I couldn't really ask for much more. The only thing he missed out on really is the World Cup. But playing for South Africa, that is almost an impossible job. So I want to know in the comment section, which career should we do next? Is it going to be a midfielder, defender, what nationality? This video took me weeks to make, so I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what I can do better next time. But that is it for today. I'll see you in the next one.